If everyone in the world had your personality, what would the world look like? For a few months there would be peace on Earth. Then everything would collapse because nothing important is getting done. Would it though? What's really important anyway? Maintaining nuclear reactors. That does seem important. Reminds me of YouTube link. Food and clean water come to mind, and electricity. Reproduction. Now that is a burn. Are you me? Oh God, it's starting. It would take much longer for decisions to be made. It's whatever you guys want, honestly. I personally don't mind, it's whatever you guys want. I'm good with either or, you guys can decide. I'm not too picky, you guys can choose. This is genuinely what I go through with my two friends every time we have got to make a collective decision. It's so annoying, like guys, choose something, as long as it's not me it's fine. That last part was a joke by the way, I'm not that terrible of a human being. Whenever my wife and I cannot decide something and has two options, we decide by rock paper scissors and it works well. But deciding which one of you represents which option can be a hard decision to make as well. Asking what their budget is makes the decision-making easier. Reminds me of the Good Place comedy. None of my favorite shows would ever get cancelled. This was a surprisingly sweet response in the midst of utter chaos. But would they exist? Netflix needs to hire you. No one would be driving in the left lane except to pass. Except I like to pass everyone, so would everyone be driving in the left lane? Everyone would drive the right speed and you wouldn't have to worry about it. One of the coolest joys in life is finding your road soulmate on a long road trip, where your two cars just cruise through traffic together until you part ways without ever meeting each other. Or when you lose each other in the traffic and find each other as it clears up. Oh, this brings back so many memories, crying face. I miss you white 2004 Honda Civic, please come back to me. I loved you. Love that. Stayed with a dude for hundreds of miles on a road trip. Synchronized passing of so many people it was almost like a dance. We waved like we were leaving a friend when they finally pulled off to a rest stop. That's so bittersweet. It would be quiet. I've adapted my inability to talk to new people to being a good listener. The world would be filled with people willing to listen but no one knowing how to start a conversation. Thank you for making this my most upvoted post and for the awards. We're silent, and we're square, proud. I met someone like me at my current job, realized I've met other people like that, and that we basically make up our own sign language and talk to each other through movement to start a conversation and continue it sometimes with speech. It took a few months of working together with physical blue-collar work to develop the motions and understanding. But now that it's more fully formed, it's funny to realize us quiet folk just rely more on body language and have a harder time talking to the mouth speakers because they don't listen to both mouth and body, just mouth. And don't speak with their body. Edit, a nod and smirk towards the awarders. I can kind of relate to this. I'm quiet, have anxiety, but I'm also kind of bad at reading body language aside from basics. I'm better at it when I'm not anxious. Mine would be loud. Too loud. Yes. Let the volume crescendo. We'd be able to load 160 passengers in an airplane in 3 minutes. And everyone would be pissed we didn't do it in 2:30. A whole plane shooting each other glares and mumbling under their breaths all the way to Albany. If there's a world full of me's, we're not on our way to effing Albany. Where are we headed? HELL. I thought we were skipping Albany. Can't remember which comedian joked about all the old people on a flight to St. Petersburg. Said he never helped so many people with their luggage on a flight in his life. Then he was sitting in the back and saw all the gray hair, and asked himself, where the F are we going? Heaven? We need more people like you in this world. Please, for the love of all that is good, reproduce. Added to the bag of pickup lines. 500 babies. Gratuitous amounts of energy. Strawberry. Raw berry. Made with lightning. Real lightning. Chocolate. Holy crap. Never thought I would see a power thirst reference again. Energy legs. Kenya. You'll be so fast Mother Nature will be like slow and then you'll be like F you and kick her in the face with your energy legs. Power thirst. They'll compete against Kenyans, they'll run as fast as Kenyans, they'll run past people that think they're Kenyans, then there'll be a tie and they'll be deported back to Kenya. I think you are this guy's mom with a secret Reddit account laughing out loud. Is this because you're a good person or because you enjoy CGP Grey? I'm not a good person and I had to Google what a CGP Grey is. What a CGP Grey is. Nice cover, Grey's alt account. The universal greeting would be "Hey man." Even the presidential address. Even the Pope being elected. Even what a baby says when it's first born. Even the presidential address. Come on man. You know, the thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey man. Hey man. Hey man. Hey man. Hey man. Even the first encounter with aliens. That's odd. Intelligence suggests they're named humans, but they pronounce it Haymans. Odd species, going to pass on visiting. We're about to jump on that giant spaceship. Want to come with? It would vacillate between periods of more things being done than one can imagine, and nothing getting done at all. Also, a whole lot of arguing over everything and anything. Assuming everyone is at a random part of the cycle at any moment, this averages out into the normal world. You wouldn't see anyone. All would stay home. Pandemic never would have happened laughing out loud. But the effect would be the same. Except no one gets killed or crippled. Well, we don't know original poster's personal life. Speak for yourself. Haha, that's hilarious. Wait. There would be lots of unfolded clothes and many unfinished projects, but there would also be beautiful flowers and happy birds everywhere. Maybe you could train the birds to fold the clothing, like a Disney princess. The squirrels could be in charge of matching socks and the rabbits could put the folded clothing away into drawers. They'd get halfway through training and stop. Birds taking clothes of the line and dropping them, squirrels being squirrels, evil, and rabbits found a new home in the drawers. Nothing would ever get done. Everything would get done, but at the last possible moment. Edit. I am currently in the process of doing 63 overdue Spanish assignments one day before the due date. Edit 2. I got 4 hours of sleep and I'm done with the easiest assignments. 3863 are done. So, everyone would be Jack Bauer? This is Reddit, sir, not your Spanish e-learning portal. Sigh, I've been caught red-handed. Procrastinating while doing something I procrastinated on. One of us would start apologizing for this whole situation, then we'd all keep apologizing until we die of hunger because we cannot stop apologizing. Sorry. I'd be surrounded by buttholes. Username checks out. Keep firing, buttholes. Much more sea creatures because I hate seafood. Nobody would be able to work together, not because I am a self-centered person but because nobody would share their ideas for fear of being told that they are stupid. Another thing might be that all shows would be on one streaming service because spending money on 10 different streaming services would be the one problem everyone would express that they hated. Never be afraid of looking stupid. Most times I bring up something I'm confused about or new ideas, others are also in the same boat. It's a great way to learn and help others voice their own opinions. Who cares about what judgmental buttholes think anyway, really? Yup, one thing I learned from my first job was don't be afraid to ask questions or you just look stupid messing things up. Also makes you look like you care. But what if they just explained it while I was wondering if I locked my car? Exactly why I didn't contribute to the question and just chose to lurk, laughing out loud. There would be a lot of people laughing at their own jokes. Edit. WTF, thanks for the upvotes. Are you crying? No, just laughing hard at my own joke. There's two of us then. Ha ha ha. Pausing again to ponder at my genius comment, ha ha ha. Sometimes if you listen very carefully, you can hear user moramug/Ace genius. Reddit link. Sometimes his genius is. It's almost frightening. People who laugh at their own jokes are the best. You're confident because you believe in yourself, plus the most important person you should care about pleasing is yourself, which is what you're doing. That episode of SpongeBob where they show all the little spongy bobs in the brain panicking and lighting things on fire. Edit. I am honored that my highest voted comment is a SpongeBob reference. We threw out his name. Beef Wellington. Alternatively, that episode where Squidward moves to a utopian Squidward neighborhood and slowly comes to the realization that he hates living there even more than he hated living next to SpongeBob. I love the montage where he slowly realizes this. For all the recent flack it gets, Sop Me Bob used to be brilliant. You don't pay me. You don't even exist. You're just a clever visual metaphor used to personify the abstract concept of thought. One more crack like that and you're outta here. No, please. I have 3 kids. I feel this. We threw out his name. Fiery everywhere. Edit. I'm a convicted arsonist. At least you're an honest arsonist. Say that 3 times fast. That. Easy effing thing I've done all day. Why did it take you all day to do that? Because I had to do that 3 times. Ah, I see. Space it out so you can rest between reps. Smart. Ah, that's hot. I like how he didn't even really edit it. Very productive, extremely efficient, but everyone would have serious mental health and blood pressure problems due to rage if things didn't go well. You would only have yourself to blame. Ha. F me, that was witty. I didn't know someone else already had my personality. Are you an engineer or scientist of some description? I work in finance but was raised in a military-like fashion. Peace would reign. But the world would also stagnate due to laziness. Netflix and food delivery would be the biggest companies in the world. No, they won't. You are running them, and you are lazy. That's a valid point. Guess it's the end of the human race then. Dude, the autism would be off the charts. You'd be the only benchmark, so technically wherever you're at would be the chart. Oh, this would be astounding. How does it feel to be neurotypical? On the plus side, we would have 100% vaccination rate. Would autism be much of a problem if everyone had autism? Sure, autism has problems, but I think some of the problems of autism is simple because other people will not accommodate you. If everyone had autism, wouldn't that be like if everyone was blind? The world would just be designed for autistic people. They would be fewer barriers. Free hugs for everyone. Like in Idiocracy, but instead of dumb, everyone is stoned and depressed. Why did you just describe real life? This is supposed to be a fantasy. Caught in the landslide, no escape from reality. If the whole world were me, we would all just finish each other's sentences with vaguely related song lyrics. A effing mess. Skipping would become the new preferred method of travel. There would be a lot more people. Because horny. There'd be a lot less people. Because gay. You and me both. Man, I never get dicks in my DMs. I have a collection, but apparently after 50 it gets too creepy to collect them. I even have one with a little cowboy hat. Ashalin_Tensik, meet salami lungs. Do we have a love connection, here? Very quiet, everyone would spend all day just thinking and not talking/acting. No wars, no conflict between nations, etc., just because we could not be bothered to take it that far. We would just talk things over a pint and some good food. We would be trying to do what's best for our country, while trying to move towards a united earth. Cheers, brother, I would have some beers and good food with you. But of course I would, because I would be you, I guess. We wouldn't have any YouTube videos to watch because I'm an introvert and don't want to be in front of the camera. I'd be behind the camera, but no one would narrate the videos because I can't stand the sound of my own voice. COVID wouldn't have been a big deal. I like being home. Everyone would be introverted and prefer to stay at home, doing hobbies. I guess hobby artists and anime/manga fans would be on the rise. Edit, 926 likes? And my first silver award? Thanks guys. Didn't expect this, laughing out loud. I'm on the opposite end in regard to art. I feel like if the world was just me, there would be very little music and art. It's not that I don't appreciate it, but I'm not the type to create it. Everyone would be a good person deep down, who cares about others and equity of humans. People would understand that everyone has been through their own hell in one way or another, and all people need is to be seen/heard. But everyone would also be a secret alcoholic who can't stop smoking weed just to make it through the day. They'd have mental health conditions and struggle with the weight of the world, the meaning of life, and the fact that some humans can be so deeply cruel. We'd be better and worse. I don't love myself a ton, but I know that I'm a good person that wants the best for the future PF humanity and the planet. Estonian. COVID wouldn't have been an issue, for one. I leave my house about once a week when I don't have something forcing me. On the downside, industry would grind to a halt because I have very few real-world skills. All civilization would collapse. Not because of war, or because of resource scarcity. The end of the world would happen because no one would show up to work on time and would lose interest in whatever job they were doing because they were watching cat videos on the internet. Edit, my first silver. Woo. Edit X2, y'all gave me a gold? For this? You like me. You really like me. But who would have the effort to take, crop, cut, and post said cat videos? Finally, an honest response. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.